Da na 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 na. Da na dun 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 da na 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 na. Dun 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 dun. Whoa. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Gods and goddesses. How's everybody doing out there? I hope everybody's well, fine and dandy. We got a good one, 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 we got a good one. I'm ready to get imping this good one. Okay, let's do it. This here is that by the way, podcast delicioso. If you didn't know so, I am your host, Mr. Bush, with the least amount of mostness. And welcome. Shout out to my ear hustlers. Welcome. How you all doing? My beautiful, illustrious ear hustlers. How you all doing out there? I hope you all, like I said. Ear hustlers, I got some special news for you all. You're gonna love this. Ear hustlers, the universe has a surprise for you. I guarantee it. No bullshit. No bullshit. No bullshit. Universe has a surprise for you. I know some people are like, what the fuck was that? Hey, when it's the truth, it's the truth. I hope you all doing amazingly well, yeah, hustlers. And like I always say, what you are, you're hustling through and for your ears, hearing, taking the knowledge, utilizing, processing, memorizing, organizing, growing, treating it like a garden, and not just letting life just pass you by, being absorbent to the conversations around you, whether you know it or not, doesn't matter. Keep listening. Keep learning, keep growing, keep imagining, keep connecting. You are life, which you all should know at this point. There is nothing that you are under the guise of. You are the creator. Create as you need to create, or fall into repetitive, feeling decisions that you've already done before, or what you've already seen. But that's the whole purpose of emotions. Emotions can burst and make you act, but not everybody acts. And the thing is, it's not about impulsive acting. That's not what we're saying. And some things could be impulsive, but it's also about balance. It's not chaos. It's about balance. When something is balanced, and when something is properly energized, it can only act in the way that it's governed in its own balance. You see what I'm saying? So now if something is just completely sparking everywhere, has no base form, and it's just highly being energized all the time, that's a volatile, chaotic situation, which needs some readjusting, some reprogramming, some healing, any word you want to use it, but some changing, especially if it's alive, So yeah, welcome, new listeners. I'm updating, I'm changing in ways that I understand and I don't, but we'll get to it and we'll learn it all. You know what I mean? There's a few things I wanted to talk about, and it's so funny. As I learn podcasting, you have to just let go. You can't try to remember anything. As soon as you try to do all that, you lock yourself up from whatever it is that you want to touch on. So it just is what it is. But yeah. So there is something I did want to say though. I did want to say. So, man. All right, so I'm gonna tell you this crap. I don't know how to approach this topic, this concept. That all right. I'm just gonna speak. So I made a discovery. Not I made a discovery. All right, so I had a discovery. All right, I had a discovery. And my discovery is that I realized recently that I must be highly attractive to women, right? Now, I could tell you about everything. Trust me, you'll get the whole spiel. Trust me, don't even worry. But this is it. So, lately the universe has exposed that. But maybe, everybody changes and things, whatever the case may be. But I don't think that's the case, though. I really don't. So, look, I'm going to tell you the basis of the beginning. I'm not going to be, I'm not about to take you through all this shit. I'm really not. But I'll say this. Growing up, I didn't really think much of myself. Definitely, I took pride in, I enjoy certain things that I did, like my waves. I enjoyed, the whole wave game. I wasn't really like a super workout dude. I was a workout dude, but not like gym weights like that a lot. When I was in those areas, yeah. But as I got older, not. But anyway, so so my whole life I got pretty girls, and I think yeah. It's hard to explain, but I feel like I definitely talked to pretty girls growing up, obviously in my life. But at the same time, there was always this thing of just me feeling like, from the feelings and the things that I would perceive, right? But lately, and I had to give you the backstory of so I didn't want you thinking I was coming in hot-headed, man, they better like me, all this other stuff. I was just Googling. This is a discovery, first of all. This is a pure just discovery. And I have facts and things to back it up, so just chill. So what I realized is that a few times when I was out, blah, 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 I've had young, and when I say young, I'm talking 19, 20, ask me if I have a girlfriend, right? A group of girls walk up to me, ask me if I have a girlfriend. And I was just thinking recently, not about that moment, but I'm just thinking about like that don't really. But before in my like early in my life, it wasn't really that. What's the word? It wasn't like that. I guess I don't know. So 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 also recently I realized that random places I'm at, I always get compliments. Now I get compliments from basically everybody about like my hair or whatever, right? Um, but I get a lot of compliments from older women now, a lot, like almost every time, right? And I just realized it's like an age thing, you know what I mean? That I realized that like I feel like women from a certain age group be capping. Not saying I need validation, I need somebody to talk to. I just noticed that like between a certain age, like okay, it seems like the women that are willing to like talk and like approach and stuff like that are from like 1921 to maybe 21, 20. And don't get me wrong, I'm not out here talking to any girls or whatever like that. And women probably like from 40s, I would say about 43, 42, 43, 41 and up. And I'm not even talking about flirting or giving a compliment. I'm talking about just talking or just asking you questions or what about whatever. Just what I'm saying, just like light-hearted talk or whatever. And I realized that like the middle age in between is like the 22 to about 38. All stare and would like look at me from afar, right? But like it would be like I don't know, it'd be certain type of looks and whatever. I don't know. And I just realized that like I don't know if it's just me, but like it's so funny. Like so at this point, I know I'm attractive. It's just that like a certain demographic just does like I don't know fights the attractiveness of me for me to act, I guess, a certain way or whatever the case may be. But I just noticed that. I don't know. I just noticed how people act and how people just, I don't know. I never noticed that before. But yeah. I don't even know if I even got that out correctly. I feel like so many times I was trying to be politically correct, which I don't care anything about. So, but anyway, hey. Actually, I put this off a day. I decided just to put it out on my birthday. Put it out on the 29th, the day the aliens are supposed to come. Not come, but like what's it called? Perihelion, the closest to the sun. I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, I think it'll be something to it. You know what I mean? We'll see how the world changes. We'll see if anything makes any changes, and we just look forward towards the best. Even without that, I think just in general, still got a life to live. Relax, people, sometimes. But don't get it twisted. Life can always be altered and changed as we know it. So there's definitely a possibility. But at the same token, yeah, there's a notion, work, and rhythms to be worked. You know what I mean? Yeah. Quick reminder, just Be on top of your P's and Q's as far as your emotions go. Remember, anything that got you quiet, shut up, it's defeating you. I'm not saying you got to be out here talkative Jane, yelling at the top of your lungs. No. You should be loose. You shouldn't be so uptight. If something has you uptight, pouting, mad, it has too much energy. It's making you sweat, and it's making you swell on yourself. You need to breathe deeply. You need to see differently, and you choose to see differently. You choose what you see in those eyes when you close them, when you meditate, when you relax, when you get yourself together. You choose which direction to go in. And just remember that, because the thing is, I'm not trying to go back and talk about the same things that we've talked about before, but I just know how golden a reminder is, because those emotions that you get pulled into are so electrically itchy, you know what I mean? And that itchy electricity it just pulls you in, and by the time you give in to that first little scratch, you just started just a wave and a frenzy of just more and more and more. Next thing you know, you're in a frenzy. It's hard to get out of. Excuse me. And that can go for various things. Various things. So it's always important to stay like water. Stay grounded, powerful. And sometimes we as a people, we have to get used to a higher energy, a higher sexual fluid in the body. Most people, in the ways and the things that it does as far as the body and the sensitivity and energy and the heighten and the raising of the energy. It can be a lot, so working within yourself and being as wise and as strong as possible is the best. And discipline helps you even when sometimes you can't help yourself. So I wish you nothing but the best. Real talk. Real talk. What was I gonna say today? I don't know, really. I don't know. Tomorrow's my birthday. I'm not doing anything crazy. Not celebrating, doing anything. I would just love to be able to, grow and do some things here with this pod, as well as some music. You already know me. I would love to do it. Love. Hey, make sure you all do it. You know what? That's it. That's one thing I really wanted to say. And it means the world to me. It actually does. I wanted to tell you all to do what you love. Not to be cliche, but it's just the truth. Even if you don't have a job, you don't whatever, blah, 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 do what you love, because you'll get better in it, and you'll grow in it, and it'll grow into something that even you probably yourself couldn't even imagine. But yeah, definitely do what you love. Do what you love and find out what you love. One of the reasons I love rap is it's different than most people, man. I know this for a fact. It's different from other rappers. I've seen people make music like it may seem similar in some ways, but it's different for me. I don't know. It's just different in a way that, like, you can put out a song that could be a message to yourself in time, to people in time. You know what I mean? or a song that you put out comes back and finds you at a time where it's talking to you off the exact same things that you needed answers for, but didn't even know you put an answer out there that just came back to you. Sometimes really good music is like that for an artist. That's why people don't understand how powerful, how intrinsic music is. Some artists don't until it's too late, But, yeah. Being able to be around people with your brain, your energy, your thoughts, your pureness in places that you physically are not, that inspire and move and affect on contact more than the person in front of a person's face, or that could ever touch their shoulder, or just more affects them more than anybody could tap them, or whatever the case may be, while they're in their own moment as well. To be that powerfully existential, to be able to be with your children's friends, minds, hearts. If your music is timeless, if your music is whatever, you be who and what you're about. Just travels and goes through people in time. Your essence is therefore in a little piece of you in everybody. And I think it only magnifies based off the understanding of that energy. And see, me, I not only make, music, but also make podcasts. Conversations from the mind and the perspective of the artist that made the song that they liked. And to be honest, to have that honor, I don't take it lightly. I appreciate it. That's why even now I'm learning and I'm growing in a deeper respect and love and appreciation for podcasting in ways I didn't even know existed. But I also know that my enjoyment of this it grew just like my passion for music did. And, being in this opportunity, being in this position, and where I am and how I see things, I could do nothing but love it. You know what I mean? Nothing but love it. And when it comes to music, being able to, have the right word for the right meaning, with the right flow and the right transition, and the right build up for the right meaning and the right emotion, and being able to dance and play in that whole combination over and over again, and till you create a whole new element in the music that turns into a song or a chorus. I mean, not a song, that turns into a singing melody or just an overall chorus. That's the inner mechanisms of making music, And I love it because you could dance in it in a way that other people can't dance in it. And it's not about flexing, it's just about showing what you could do mentally, and lyrically, emotionally, So those are the things that really, really get me when it comes to music that I really love, So, but yeah. Let me go get some more tea. I'll be right back. Boom. I'm back, baby. I'm back. All right, so look. I'm like days past since, I thought I was going to come back, right? And I was actually recording that the day before, I think, my birthday. But it was like on the 28th. But when I took the break, I realized like I needed a break, just for a week. And things got heavy on me again. Man. I guess I'm getting close. I must be getting close. I got to be getting close to something. But yeah, got heavy on me, and I just needed to recalibrate, reevaluate. You know, I guess I needed some remembrance. You know what I mean? Yeah, I definitely needed some remembrance, and I just got refocused. I got refocused. But whatever that is, it sure knows how to gut punch you at a time where you question things. And I know this is real. Don't get me wrong. I know we got a real connection here. But I question sometimes, about things that you all shouldn't even have to worry about. Shouldn't even have to know about. And to be honest with you, I got it. It's cool. But, when you're on a journey, it don't always feel cool. It gets hot, It gets really hot. It can be frustrative. It could be itchy, It could be irritable. And you can question, you can look, you can... it's a lot of questions, and just trying to find and give those answers sometimes just are tough. But it stems from a question, when sometimes you don't even need that question. Sometimes where does that question come from? There is a certain healthy amount of questioning yourself, to truly understand where you stand within your understanding. But then again, there's some things that are just, seeds of doubt, seeds of chaos that don't really serve you well, especially when you already know that you're doing. You just have to learn to be consistent within your do. It's not necessarily a matter of changing. I think change will come from the works of your do. And nobody knows what it is that you're supposed to do when you do it, other than you. Me, for example, I know that I have the best job in the world, being a father. Just going over ABCs, numbers, walks, just teaching, teaching, learning, even learning from her. But yeah, all of it. It's like the best job in the world. So, but being able to, know that I can put my hand in and take care and do what I can for my baby, my child, is very important to me. Very, very important to me. And it's one of those things that I just want to make sure that I stay in the grips of. I stay on it. I stay vigilant with. And I can't allow something to make me want to quit, even though I do understand why. Because I'm like, man, I got to put my time and my energy towards something that's for my baby. And this is something that's for my baby. You know what I mean? Like I've always told you all, you all having a better, smoother existence day, understanding affects, the world that she goes out into, the world I go out to. I try my best to put out things that benefit us, things that create a world that we deem beautiful to walk through. And on the same token, to be beautiful within myself, to offer and give something back. One thing I've been learning so much is just the nature and the taste of your spirit. You know, it's nothing like a sweet person. And I'm not saying like, oh, she's so sweet. Nah. A person that knows how to like talk to you sweetly, talk to you like you have value, you are of value, you are of worth. Talk to you like they want to talk to you. Talk to you like they're attracted to you, but not necessarily. It doesn't have to be a sexual thing. Like they're attracted to your mind, your thought, whatever the case may be. With just overall sweetness and control within their vessel, within their being. That's an amazing, beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't have that, and a lot of people don't really quite know what it is sometimes. When somebody speaks sweetly to you, somebody speaks lovely to you, somebody speaks never in a disrespectful manner or tone. The person only shows you the utmost respect, they have the utmost patience, the utmost, and it's not even patience, the utmost understanding. You need patience for something that you don't have understanding for. But when you have understanding, patience isn't as big as people claim. But, people that are seeking and people that are open and receptive, not a conversation or interaction where intangible spiritual fists are up, and just none of that, just straight in the moment passion, clean, no traumatized, just in the moment of just back and forth socializing passion. And I think it's a little different for today. I think the world today is crazy and nobody knows it. So funny, BHC, when I made when I was 11, Brotherhood Crazy. It stands for different things for BHC, but it's so funny how like we live in a world of crazy. We live in a world where I needed that. Live in a world where people search for they search for the seek and destroy, just the negativity. You know what I mean? And you can't really be mad at people because it's everywhere. It's how people's brains are, highly infected with just an attitudey nature. I don't know why it's like that. I kind of do. It's all a psychological operation that has been taking years to mold and to grow within people. And you know what I'll say? The people that are actually quite safe from the world's frustrative infection. Everybody that somehow stayed to themselves and wasn't so connected with everybody, with family and friends like that. Now, it's very rare because, there's a lot of connectivity, but, just in the whole culture and community of things. But the very select, special few that have been able to, roam off on their own, stay in their own lane, stay out the way, stay disconnected, not be amongst others like that, stay on their own loners type stuff, but not necessarily, but just controlling the notion and the vibe of what they do, seeking information and learning more about it, questions that grow within them from the things they see and understand and want to learn more about. And just overall that path, creating a entire different network mind than those that are just socially connected when it comes to every little mean topic, holiday, meaningless, just it's like a mental application. They just drop it in there and it's in people's minds. Some people that stay disconnected from it aren't really infected, aren't affected by, their minds are more protected. You know, they're not plugged in to traumatic people. You know, a lot of people don't realize in today's existence, you know, you not only log on to the internet, but when you hang out with people and you're around people, you log on into their energy. And you know, you don't believe it? Look at your family. You know, nobody knows what your family is other than you, right? Nobody knows who you are other than you. You know, the connections and the tethering of how your family is different from other people outside the world, and you know where those connections are, that you are entailed with. You know what I mean? So you know what makes your family, and you know what parts and versions of that you are as well. And yeah, you know what I'm saying? So you log on to different energy, you know, via people as well, just like you do the internet. You know what I mean? So it's just a very special or important thing to realize. But I did realize, you know, years ago that whatever program that people were supposed to be getting crazy and acting all whatever, it started masticizing and coming into its fullness years ago. You know, Chicago has been a very interesting place. Very interesting place. There's been multiple energies here always, but there has been more so certain energies that govern or were the main ones over certain time periods here in Chicago. So back in the, you know, back in certain time frames, and I don't want to be wrong because I was born in 1990. So for me to talk on 30s and 40s and 50s, and these are things that I've heard and what I perceive them to be. Don't get it twisted. Black people always had a hard, rough, and harsh on every underground level, no matter what. But you know, at one point in time, you know, the nature of people were just as different as the clothing, the fashion of people. You know what I mean? You go back to 30s and 40s, you know, where people had much more suits, slacks, hats, you know, dress shoes, stuff like that. They danced more. They were more on like, whatever, like jazz and funky music and stuff like that. And you just see how different energies and different things, you know, there was always still a gangster element even back then, you know, in every community. But and obviously everything and everyone has evolved and changed over time, from the nature of whether people. Well, actually, we're not really much into super dancing. We are, and we're not. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I think the dances of today are more solo driven. The dances back in the day, to a degree, were a little bit more dancing with people driven, with a partner. You know what I mean? Even back in the day, as far as like juking. Like I remember juke parties in the city, like in the '90s, early 2000s, and I don't even think kids have like juke parties and stuff anymore. Like, or like even juke. Like you see, like, I guess girls like twerk and stuff like that, but as far as like dancing with people and doing stuff, like you don't really, you know. But and even that was like a small moment. I'm pretty sure they've been doing that for ever. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day. So, but yeah, there's a definitely a strong golden value in being able to be to yourself. Definitely. So yeah, just take it with a notion. I think if you ask me, I'll say this. I say it's good to be to yourself with access and the opportunity to have access to other things as well. But also understand that when you do give yourself access, truly understand how dangerous what you're opening yourself up to, and to truly understand how to guard and guide yourself during that access that you're giving yourself. You know what I mean? Because you get caught up in a lot of BS that has nothing to do with you, ways and things that, like I said, has nothing to do with you, and you shouldn't be involved. And it's almost like opening up a can of worms type deal. But at the same time, if you focus, if you you got your guards on and you know what it is that you're trying to do, and you're in and out to do whatever, then you're good. You know what I mean? But just to mindlessly open up your mind to certain things or whatever, it's just not always good, because little do you know, you're programming yourself. Whatever you give access to your mind is you programming your mind, whether it's a movie, a song, a conversation, whatever it is, you're opening yourself up to it, So that's just the reality of how the mind works, you know what I mean? But anyway, so yeah, my birthday passed. Yeah, I went over it briefly. I feel good. I'm 35 now. I'm 35. I feel, I got more grays in my beard, and I'm just gonna let them grow out now. I was plucking them. I do pluck some of them when they're like, just like, come on now, like they're just egregious. And maybe I still may keep plucking them. It's kind of fun to pluck them. I'm not gonna lie. But I don't want to pluck them in a way where I'm starting to like be delusional, like, oh no, these hairs aren't supposed to be here. But even though what's crazy is, I've noticed, like, I think they're stress driven, but they are what they are, and I am what I am. So yeah, that's that. But so yeah, I'm 35. Everybody, I guess, we thought the 3-eye atlas was gonna land on my birthday. It did not happen. Some people in the back like, hey, it was the perihelion. It's the time when it reaches it's the closest to the sun. I got you. I heard you in the back. I heard y'all. Yeah. No, you obviously right. I'm not saying you're not. Yeah, I thought something was gonna happen. I was like, oh, look at this. But we back. Still on an earthly day. I don't know if I woke up with the ability to fly and all these other powers that I don't know I have. I doubt it, but I give them a try. I see if something feels levitaty later. You know what I mean? But yeah. Hey, let me do a commercial. I need one. Y'all ready? Here we go. Let's do it. Check out the BTW tees. You already know. If you're in the community, say what's up to the people. I'll put the link down in the description. The most important thing was comfort and style, and I feel like I touched on those two. But like I said, this is the first edition, so when I get a chance to go into it and do it the way I really, really want to do it, it's going to be comfort style with a whole nother twist added. It's going to be a third additive, just because I got to elevate, I want to do this good. You know what I mean? I was thinking about adding some cups, some teacups. I'm always on my sip of the tea. Am I done? I got a little bit left. Yeah. Now let's go. But yeah. So I definitely want to get you all some stuff. Nothing too expensive, just cool and smooth. So yeah, I'll put the BTWT down in the description, and I hope you all enjoy. Thank you. Also, save 15%, all you businessmen and creators out there. Let Link app help you out with just a tab of their tech on the back of your phone, little rubber band wristwatch, whatever the case may be. It just lets you tap, any new friend conversation about what you got going on, what you're doing while you're on the go, as far as you're on the bus, at the airport, blah blah blah. It doesn't matter. This allows you to link instantly, what it is that you do, your services, your products, and just to. I think I smelled something. I don't know what that was. Your services and your products. Yeah. I felt like I smelled food, but I'm like, there's no food down here. I don't know what that was. But sorry. When like something hits your nose, it's like, what the hell? I'm looking around. Anyway, I don't know. But yeah. Yeah, it just helps you connect on the go wherever you are. You know what I mean? And this does it in a way where it's something. Wait, what am I smelling? I smell something. Oh, maybe she's cooking my dog's food. But why is it that strong down here? I have no idea. Something is you know what? I might have to go check on this. Yeah, I gotta go check on this. I will be right back. Thank you. You. See, I did that one nice, right? Yeah, that was nice. What's so funny? So it's no problem. It's so weird how food from afar can smell bad sometimes until you walk up and get then be like, oh, okay. But I wonder if like good food, and I know it don't always happen, trust me. When something smell good, it smell good no matter how far you are. But I think if you were like in a place where like the smell is like not bad, just like a little tingy or just awful, not even off like in a stinky way, just like in a just a different airflow, right? And then I think when something else comes that way, lingers, a good smell, and it fuses with another smell, it can come off as a bad smell. Like, what the is that? Until you get closer to it. Anyway, I think that's what happened. But yeah, that was just tacos. Just tacos. But yeah. Hey, shout out to the fact that whoever the like the finder, like the forgetful and the finder guides or energy, whatever it is that helps you find old things or even lose it in the first place. Shout out to whatever that energy is, because I actually about maybe I want to say 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago, I went to Lake Utica and or like Mountain Utica or something like that, and I got these crystals. Yeah, I got some pyrite, and I completely lost both pieces, and the pyrite looked amazing. But anyway, I found the pyrite, and I got it. Yeah, brought it in here in the studio, and I just put it on top of my amethyst. You know what I mean? Just to keep it smooth. You know what I mean? But yeah, I just thought it was a really cool metal. If it is a metal, I don't know. It looks like a metal, but anyway, it's like a metal. Like pyrite looks like gold rocks with shiny black crystals growing out of the edges in between them. That's what it looks like, and it's all shiny. Yeah, that's what pyrite looks like. That's what pyrite looks like. I feel like I mumbled when I said that, but yeah. Also. I hope I finished my commercial. I'm sorry, that smell like threw me off. I do everything live here, but that smell threw me off. Like I don't know what that was. But I wanted to say something. All right, so I'm going to say something. It's so crazy. number one, just so everybody business wise knows, I'm definitely open and looking for the right situation, and I would love to be able to partner up with just with the right network, right net organization, and make this a bigger venture. That's what I'm all about. That's what I would love to do. But I definitely want to say this because for some reason, I don't know. I really don't. For some reason, well, I'll say this. I'm completely open to working with cool, innovative companies, brands, all of that. I just have to say that I've been getting a lot of CBD edible like requests from certain different companies and stuff like that. And I have nothing against CBD. I have nothing against it. I am kind of curious as to why I'm only getting responses from them. Maybe that's the first wave of being notified, not being notified, just being noticeable. I guess that's what I was trying to say. And I appreciate it. I do. I appreciate the attention. I appreciate the reach outs. But I want to keep this. I want to keep this. First of all, I care about this. I care about this platform. I've been working this for 5 years. You know what I mean? Going on my 6th season, and I care. I care. There's nothing else I can really say. So I can't just throw anything onto this, and I can't just attach myself to anything, especially if it doesn't truly align with what I'm about, my whole message. So I hold out. I hold out on a lot, and I don't obviously give in and work with. But I'm definitely open. I'm completely open, and I'm ready. I'm ready to work with some people and do some amazing things. Like I said, the most important thing I want to do is I want to learn. So I want to sit down with people that can teach me something. Would love to be able to, and I think that's what my listeners would like to, something that's actually worthy of, like, give me something that I can feed off of. Give me some knowledge. Give me something. Also keep it cool and funky and sweet and fun. But like, yeah, give me something. Like, don't just be trying to entertain me. Like, nah, I don't need that. I don't need to be entertained. you know. But yeah, that's it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And like, I have some amazing dreams, some amazing goals. Some of you all, I would like to actually get, some cannabis and some flower companies that got good product. I would definitely wouldn't mind, getting the opportunity to learn and excuse me, what I did to learn and learn and vibe and grow within the confines of just what it is that you do. You know what I mean? Because one day I would like to come out with my own strand. One day I would like to come out with maybe a garden product of mine. I don't know if I come out with some berries or something, maybe. But I too would like to expand and do some amazing things. Even I don't care if I even get into the food. Like, I love everything when it comes to life. Like, I love it all. You know what I mean? I would love to come out with a bakery. That's one thing. I would love to open up a bakery. I ain't gonna lie, I got a lot of ideas, a lot of stuff I want to do. But what was I? But yeah. So as far as like any THC flower companies, I definitely want to work with them in the near future. CBD is a component of it all, so it's no need to compartmentalize or try to act like they're separate and different. Like, if it's good, it's good. It's all together. You know what I mean? So we ain't gotta be playing those games. Let's just bring it back to nature and let everybody relax, calm down, stop with all that extraness, stop trying to seek negativity. Stop trying to plant bullshit. It's just sometimes it's just time to relax. And sometimes a lot of you all are just doing too much. It's just the truth. Just the truth. I'm not BSing you. But let me see. Am I doing here? Okay. But yeah. So I'm looking forward to working with some networks, working with some people. I would love to do a deal, man. I would love to do a deal and change up the trajectory, change up everything that I got going on here. The quality, everything. I mean, I like the quality. Don't get me wrong. But yeah. Let me see if I got something for y'all. I like rapping on a beat. I don't like just like rapping. Like, I like to actually put some on the beat. I will say, so I wanted to give you all a project on my birthday, October 29th, which was last Wednesday. And I didn't get a chance. But I am working on some things, and it is flowing, it is working, it is coming along. So I would like to say I'm definitely going to put something out by the end of this year, another project by the end of this year. But also, maybe I'll just hold my horses and do that. I'll just hold my horses. I wanted to do two. I wanted to do one at the end of the year as well. And technically, it's not really about time or anything. As long as I have it, I'm willing to give it and put it out. But I do know it takes time. I record. I'm a true artist. Like, I have to give you all something with meaning, something cohesive. I record right. I don't go off pen and pad. So I have to understand and know the difference between, doing what I do and then just a take of me rapping. You know what I mean? A take of me freestyling. It's not that. It takes time to focus the mind for things to align, the energy, the meaning, all of it to come together. And then at that point, it's not even work. It just comes out and it does its thing. Once you've been doing this for so long, your body, your mind, it knows how to formulate. And then from there, you just push the needle to get better. You don't allow yourself to be stagnant or to stay in one place energetically. You have to move the energy. You have to move your body. The only way to strengthen your muscles is to move your muscles. Put your muscles under duress. Put your mind and your music ability under duress, and move it. Move the energy. You know what I mean? Move your thoughts. You gotta move. You gotta move around, because if you don't, then you ain't going nowhere. You're not doing nothing. And that's one of the most important things when it comes to making music or making albums or projects with you all, for you all, because I gotta truly give you all a quality mind. You know what I mean? I can't just get on the track and bullshit. You know what I mean? I don't want to bullshit. But I'm getting to a point where, like, it's hard for me to bullshit. Like, I would say some of my most bullshit, if anything, is just my warm-up flows. But sometimes I could just hop in and I don't even need to warm up. As long as my brain is hot, I'm going in and I'm murdering, I'm spicing it up. I don't even say murder. I'm giving life, I'm reviving. You know what I mean? Trying to change up my whole essence, of just certain things. There's nothing wrong with being powerful, by all means. But I feel like we just got so much of a death culture. Like, what the hell? Like, it's just too much. If you don't want that, then why you say it? But it's beauty and it's strength and beauty. It's strength in heaven. It's strength and goodness, right? So I'm not trying to be lame. I think I think the thing is that growing up, and it just comes off as lame when everybody want to talk about Jesus. Everybody want to talk about, you know, uh, when people associate and put things into that form. It's like Jesus, like you don't know how to be good without that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and I have nothing against the concept of Jesus. You know, but that too has been made a psychological operation of just bullshit within itself as well. For people to go down unnecessary conversations, and it's not even saying it's unnecessary, you know. But at the same time, it's another just avenue of mentally going down something that you just don't need to go down, and it doesn't always truly benefit you because the world has done what the world has done to evade, cause confusion as much as possible. So, you know, why even do that to yourself? But anyway, yeah, I would love to give you all another project. I don't know how much I'm gonna do. I may do 8 tracks. I may do 8. I'm gonna try to stay within 7, 8 to 11 tracks. Maybe even 9. You know, but yeah, maybe 9. Maybe I'll keep it in the realm of 9. Yeah, more than 7, not quite 11. I think that's pretty cool. 9 is pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, give you all some flavors. Put some flavors in your ear. This that the new flavor in your ear. But yeah, I'm working. I'm working. I'm staying on me, and more importantly, you know, consistency is my key. And my life has been beating my ass, y'all. You know, I've been thankful. You know what I mean? Like even the things that I go through and that I have gone through with certain individuals, I'm still thankful. You know that I'm still thankful for those people. I'm thankful that I have the opportunity and I'm alive. I'm alive. I have a sound mind. My child is healthy. You know, my child is with me. Our family and things are working and doing its thing. And I just want to be able to provide a worthy father, a worthy mind, a worthy lover, a worthy me. And yeah, just try to soothe the world as well as myself, but soothe myself. You know, I feel like you're affected by what you see and what you come into contact with. And if you see and come into contact with me, and I'm in a good spot, then I did my purpose that affects you in a good way, and that's all I really want to do. I don't have time to be spreading BS. I don't have time to be arguing or wasting life. I don't have big time to be making problems for you or anybody else. You know, I'm responsible for what I say on this mic. You know, I'm responsible for me. You know, I would love for you all to do the best. That works for you. You know, a lot of us have been lied to about a lot of BS, and sometimes if you just use your mind, you know, it's about what makes sense. You know, it's about truly what makes sense, what you can do and what you can handle. And last time I checked, you know, a lot of men have been deceived having dreams of a king when you don't have the lifestyle of a king. And the reality is, you know, there's so many different realities. I'm not really here to, you know, whatever. But if I was to get up here on this mic and I was to tell young men, you know, go after these girls and get with them and this and that and get as many girls as you can and all this stupid shit, I would be misleading you all. You know what I mean? I do know throughout time you'll definitely do certain things until you grow and learn your vibe. But ultimately, no, that's not the way to go about it. That's not the way to do it. If you live a life and you become a man where multiple women or women want to be around you, want to build with you, want to build a family with you, then that's something that you have the option to do. But everything systematically is what you can handle mentally, physically, and emotionally. It's not just some sought out thing of this is no. Yeah. One thing I must admit, I must admit, it's so weird. I was just about to say maybe James Brown was wrong, but in so many ways, this is a man's world. But in so many ways, it's not. So beat me up for saying and disagreeing at the same time. I just whatever. I don't care. You wouldn't beat me up anyway. But yeah. So, but yeah. Being responsible for what I put on this mic. I don't know where I was going with that earlier. Well, I did know earlier, but then I started going off with whatever. But yeah, I just love what I do here. Love what I do here, and I'm gonna continue to keep doing what I do here. And that's it. That's truly it. I think hopefully I can grow as the voice of just sound reason. I'm truly disconnected from all, from all. So you're not gonna. I highly doubt if you get a perspective that's anywhere similar to mine. I highly doubt. Nobody is quite like me. And for those that are, shout out to you. You all are very special, and I know you found your thoughts on your own. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Peace, love, light, and thank you. We back, baby. Yeah. Last but not least, I just want to wish you all nothing but guidance and protection. I want to wish you all great love. I want to wish you all consistency and determination, and as well as inspiration. And don't forget, if you need, go ahead and bump that body full of light. Also, retweet it. Share it. Send it everywhere. Like, if you all could support, I'd highly. You have no idea. You already know. So, I'm gonna let you all go. You all be safe. Love life. Continue to keep moving forward. Don't let nobody have you scared. Don't let nobody have you tighten up. Don't let nobody have you stopping you from being you. Peace.